Hi everyone, it's Natasha Rosewood here again with my daily uplifting, I hope, message for you all as we go through these very interesting times and we are all stuck inside. Being inside and resting. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a quantum healer, intuitive coach, psychic reader, and author of 3 books so far, 3 published books so far. And my whole thing is to empower people to raise their frequency. And in layman's terms, that means don't worry, be happy. And this is especially important at this time. We're right in the middle of ascension, which means we're raising our frequencies. And we're all being asked at this time, I'm sure you know, that the bigger picture of this event is for us all to kind of stop and take a look at how we're thinking, how we treat each other, how we treat ourselves, and how we can really improve on that a whole lot. All of us are at different stages in our evolution, so it's not good or bad, although there are some people out there who do intend to be mean, and that's got to stop. So here we are getting this big attitude adjustment. So today I'm going to talk about what are your coping skills. People are going to react differently. We're all going to really meet ourselves as we spend time home alone or with our family, especially with our families, could be very challenging. I'm definitely sending out a shout out to moms with kids. I know it's going to be exhausting and tiring, so I'm sending you extra white light. I'd also like to take this time for us all to send white light out to all those people who are sick right now, the doctors, the nurses, all the frontline staff, anybody who is putting their lives at risk to save others. And just ask you, please do whatever you can, which I think is just stay home. It's pretty simple. So you know that you're not infecting, because at this point, you've got to think of yourself as an infector. We're all infectors the minute we step out the door. And also just to make sure when you bring anything into your living space, to make sure you sanitize it, because this thing attaches itself to hair and surfaces and lots of things. So it's getting very serious now that we really pay attention. Hi Melody, thanks for joining me today, and I'm hoping lots more people are going to come on. So what are your coping tools? Are you sometimes raging? Are you defiant? Are you blaming others? Are you angry? Are you frustrated? Are you yelling at somebody? You don't really mean to, but you know it's building, things are building up. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's frustration, maybe you're going squirrely because you want to go outside and you can't. So today to have coping skills is very, very important. Some of you might be meditating. That's a great one. And even if you don't know how to meditate, you can just get in a chair and sit and close your eyes and just take some nice deep breaths and just get into your body. And as you inhale, just inhale happy memories of being on a beach or being outside, or future memory, what's going to happen on the other side when we come out of this virus. Perhaps we're all dancing in the streets and throwing massive parties and just going around hugging strangers, like that scene from Times Square at the end of the Second World War, when soldiers were just grabbing women and just giving them a big hug and a kiss. I'm sure it's going to be something like that. So that's something good to visualize and focus on. The other thing, we can do yoga if we have a treadmill or other exercises. You don't need body weights or anything. You just use the weight of your own body to stretch and breathe. Go deep into the breath. Exhale what you don't want. Inhale what you do want. Some of us are writing journals. It's a great time to start that book. But if you're not a writer, you might want to get a little voice recorder and just talk into it and vent your frustration and your anger into that thing. That's a really good thing to do to get it out of your body. If you are a writer, fabulous. Start writing the next Hollywood movie called Contagion #2. I see there's a Contagion on Netflix. I haven't turned to that because I don't want to fill my mind with negativity, and I'm sure Hollywood brought a lot of that into that. You may be thinking of doing projects. I know my husband and I have talked about various things. We're still cleaning house. I've got a steam cleaner, and after I've done this, I'm going to go to my fridge and sterilize my fridge because we did some grocery shopping this morning, and although we wiped off absolutely everything with soapy hot water, it doesn't do any harm to sterilize things as well. And I think one coping tool could be also to keep your routine as much as possible. And I'm thanking my listeners, people who are watching this, for all the thank you notes, all the comments, because that makes me feel like, good, I'm doing something to help other people. And even if it's only one other person, I've done my work, because we all affect each other, hopefully in positive ways. So we want to affect, we don't want to infect. The other thing I suggest is picking a purpose. So, you know, my purpose at the beginning of this was to finish writing my 5th book, which are my flying tales from my flying career when I flew for 8 years back in the late 70s, early 80s, or 70s and early 80s. And to also develop an online course for energy dynamics for teens. Really want to work with youth now. And unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever way you want to look at it, I've had so many people calling. I'm doing my Facebook Live now. So this is what happened when life gets in the way, right? But I'm probably going to get knuckled down to it next week, because I would hate to have this 4 months where I'm at home and I have to be here. And at the end of that 4 months, it's like, darn, I didn't finish that project, and that was such a golden opportunity. So really think about this time as a gift. It's really a gift to do these things that maybe you hadn't even thought of, doing something for 20 years. Sew some masks, sew some surgical masks, paint that picture, write that book, sort out your old photographs, write up a business plan, do a vision board with your kids. What do you want to create in your life? This is a time of connecting, for sure, and creativity. So get creative. Use that energy and put it into something, so you can say at the end of the day, yes, I did that, and I'm proud of that. So let's use this time wisely. If you are in a state of raging, defiance, rebellion, blaming, anger, I'm sure we'll all have those moments where we're going, just do this, is either look in the mirror and look at your own reflection and say, I forgive you, peace be with you, I love you. Or if you're looking at somebody else, just say it silently in your own head. Just look them straight in the eye and just be thinking, I love you, peace be with you, all is forgiven, all that kind of thing, because that will change your body language, then it will change theirs on the unconscious level. So there's a lot of things we can do. So if you can't manage, if you're having a really bad time, I want you to know there are lots of wonderful healers out there in the world who are teaching meditation, teaching yoga online. I myself I'm offering psychic readings, and I have been doing that for the last 40 years. Pretty scary. And I've been doing phone readings and online readings and other sessions for a long time now. So what I'm suggesting is to all my clients, the rates are on my website, natasharosewood.com, but don't let the price be an inhibitor for you. I'm not going to give away my readings for free, because I'm holding the vision that we're all going to be okay financially. However, if you're in a real sticky situation, I'm going to ask those people that can pay my prices to pay the prices. So that will allow me, people who can't afford the reading and really need support, to support them. So I can still eat, and everybody gets a message from their spirit guides to support them through this time. So just so you know, when I do a reading, I'm not a fortune teller. My regular clients know how I operate. I tune into your energy and I focused on your highest self. And I'm often recognizing latent talents, things that you kind of know but you don't know, or you haven't given yourself permission to do. And I'm always seeing your highest and best half. And then it's up to you whether you give yourself permission to follow that. But for all my clients who do know me, I have a very good reputation and a high rate of accuracy, but the accuracy is really up to you, whether you go and do the work or you don't do the work. So I offer 30-minute, 45-minute, and 1-hour readings, and the prices are normally $125 for half an hour, $175 for 45 minutes, and $199 for an hour. And I do these either on the phone or online. I record it and I send the recording to you via email the following day. I also give you some cards, pick some cards out for you, or the guides do. And then I take a photograph and send you those beautiful cards. They're gorgeous oracle cards that are really very inspiring. So I want it to be an uplifting experience for you. I do not talk about death and destruction. Most of my clients call me the happy psychic. But it's true. It's all about growth. So what are the gifts in this experience for you? And that's what we'll be focusing on. So if you would like to book a reading, best thing is to go to my website, look at the rates, just book it, and then we'll talk about the rate that we'll charge when we actually have the conversation. You can email me also, natasha@natasharosewood.com, and let me know your situation. The other thing I'm offering is $55 email reading. So you can ask me 3 questions, and I will spend between 15 minutes and 25 minutes responding to you. And you can just send that to natasha@natasharosewood.com, and I will answer that as soon as possible. I would ask you, if you're in Canada, to pay by credit card or email transfer prior to the reading. So, or according to the arrangement we make. The other thing I do, if you go to my website, you'll see I do quantum healings. And we're in the quantum now. And I'm praying for the world to go through a quantum healing, because this is what we're in, this ascension. Everything's speeding up, and Mother Earth or the universe or Creator has stopped us in our tracks and said, before we go into this higher frequency, do you really want to take your garbage with you? Because if you were living in the low-lying plains and then you were moving to a house on the top of the hill, would you really drag all that stuff up there? No, you wouldn't. You get rid of it. So this is a time for us to clean house, look at ourselves, how we're functioning and operating, and being on house arrest, as I like to call it. We're being really challenged with our own reflection. As you do that, I want you to be very loving and compassionate with yourself. Give yourself space to have little squirrely moments where you just want to yell and scream. Maybe you need to scream into a pillow or go outside into the garage or somewhere where you're safe. I'm saying to people, please don't go outside at all. I don't believe in this social distancing nonsense. It's not happening, and that's how it's spreading. So if you really want to stay safe, please don't go outside. And if you don't want to infect anybody, please don't go outside as much as possible. We all have to get groceries, we know, and some of us need the pharmacy and other essential services, but let's just have one person so there's fewer people out there. Wear gloves, wear masks, have a shower, wash your clothes as soon as you come in the door, wash door handles, all that kind of thing, because I think this thing is really spreading now through touch. The other thing I do online is past life regressions, and normally these sessions are about $400, but I am, for the quantum healing and the past life regressions, I am offering them half price at this time, so $200. They take about 2 hours. So if you'd like to really explore not just your past in this lifetime, but also going deeper into past lives, that can be very healing and very freeing for you. And it'll make a lot of sense, because you'll heal something that's been, it's kind of like having a splinter in your heel all your life and you don't know what caused it. And so we go find that splinter, remove it, take a look at it and go, oh, that's what happened. I'm going to turn this around into a positive and move forward. So if anybody wants to comment on any of my videos, I really want to make this an interactive session. So I appreciate you coming on and showing up and leaving your messages. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about gratitude. So think about what gratitude is to you. What does it mean to you? Gratitude is a wonderful frequency to be in because what it does is pulls us into the present. So what are you grateful for? I would really love for you to send me messenger messages or to my email, natasha@natasharosewood.com, and let's make this a really interactive discussion tomorrow. I'll be on at the same time, 3:30. And I want you to think about this. What has been great for you, or an unexpected benefit or an unexpected gift in this time that we've been isolated? For me, it's been having the time to reach out to friends that I haven't spoken to in a long time. Doing this Facebook Live has made me really think about, okay, what do people really need at this time? What's important? How can I really be of service to you? And so I want to be the very best I can be for you. So please let me know. Be kind. And if you can't hear me, or if you don't like my hair or whatever else, just let me know. But I'd really like to hear from you tomorrow. And I'm going to put this out to you. Whoever can come up with the best joke or the most moving story or the best gift or the best idea for how we can all get through this time in a loving way, because that's what we're meant to be doing now, is loving ourselves most importantly and one another. Whoever has the best joke, gift, story, send it to me. I'm going to give out a 50-minute free reading by phone or Zoom or email, your choice. And I will announce the winner next Wednesday on live so that you've got time to dig around for those jokes. People have been sending me jokes, thank heavens. It's given me an instant lift sometimes when I'm going through my little blips. And what my web manager is going to do, her suggestion, Vanessa Ooms, she's going to get all the jokes. We're going to gather them from all these different inputs and put them on a page on my website. So if you're having a moment, please, it's not there yet. I'll announce it when it's up. But please just go to natasharosewood.com and look for the funny page, or it might be called Laugh Therapy. We'll let you know. And just, you know, humor has a way of bringing us back down to the truth and connecting with ourselves, at the same time rising above, being able to look down on the situation. So I'd love to get your jokes. Hi, Betty. Thanks for saying you love my hair. I was just looking at how wild my hair is. It's like, first thing I'm going to do when all this is done is go to the hairdresser and then go to my nail person, because I really miss those two, absolutely. So I'm very grateful for them in my normal life. And but thank you for saying you love my hair. So next Wednesday will be April 1st. So whoever wins the contest, it is not an April Fool's Day thing, it will be for real. And you can get a free reading. What I'd like to do now is, if everybody is ready to do this, I'd like to do another prayer, meditation, and I just think we can keep doing these on a daily basis, because it's going to bring us back to our centers and really plug us into what this is all really about. So I'd like you just to close your eyes if you're so inclined, and just take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, imagining that you have that beautiful crystal ball, virtual crystal ball, floating in front of you. And when you exhale, you're going to exhale any tension or negativity, any fears that you have. Inhaling light and knowing, and sunshine, knowing that you are loved by the divine, you are a spark of the divine, You're meant to be here at this time, and it is your choice to have the experience that you're going to have at this time. So breathing in the best experience you can have at this time, filling your whole being with light, going down into the heart chakra, focusing on light in the heart, and thinking of peace and healing for everybody on the planet today, whether it's emotional healing, healing their fear, reassuring them that they are not alone, that they are loved, all the people in all the hospitals, giving them the strength and support and uplifting them, and knowing that they have everything that they need in order to do the job that they came here to do, and wrapping them all in the white light of healing, love, and peace. Sending that light out all around the world from our heart center, just with every breath, expanding it and sending it all around to people that you love, people that you might be concerned about, just filling them with your light in the breath in and the breath out, just setting up this high frequency of love and light, knowing that the people that you who are doing this right now with me are in your power. You have this tremendous power, and it only takes 1, 2, 3 more people to do this work, to send the healing out. And then bring the healing light back to yourself and fill yourself with the most beautiful feeling of love, knowing that you are doing the best you could possibly do at this time, that you are safe, that you have chosen to come and go through this interesting event, that you are choosing your own exit point, and whether this is now or later, that is your choice. And in the meantime, you have your guides and your angels keeping you safe, protecting you and your loved ones. And this is for the highest good of all concerned, for the highest good of Mother Earth, for the highest good of all humanity and the universe. Amen, so be it, and so it is. I hope that feels nice for you. So please tell your friends, please share these videos. If it helps you, it might make somebody's day or just give them a little lift. Thank you for joining me. I love you. Namaste. God bless you. I wish you all abundant, radiant health, unlimited money, and love, light, and lots of laughter. That's the best medicine. Until tomorrow at 3:30, goodbye.